Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm out today and the weather's changing quite rapidly. Had a bit of rain there, a bit of wind. It's died away, the sun's come out and it looks like it's actually going to change again, because to my left of me where you can't see, it's really overcast and the clouds are moving this way. So when I get weather like that, what I like to use as a fire is a lean-to fire. And this is what I use as my ignition fire. So if the weather keeps changing rapidly, I can change the lay of the fire as it's starting to develop according to the weather, and I'll show you what I mean as I go along. So today I've got my Origins cookery to do the fire lay with, and the companion knife, the XL Tusk. So I'm going to start off with some battening and some splitting with the cookery. So let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on with a bit of splitting. Let's have a try with the cookery with some feathers. It's producing some fantastic little trumpet rolls there. That's what I'm looking for my niter stick. That's just a much faster way of doing it. Much tighter curls, takes the light a lot easier. Right, let's go on with this. I need it on a nice stable surface. Bark can be really tough when it comes to cutting through it. Now let's see how we get on then. There we go. Very fibrous, this bark, hard to cut through, and it makes really good tinder at times. So just peel that back and use some of that. So here's my fire pit that I'm going to make the lean-to fire. So it's nice and flattened off. Ground's a bit damp from me putting water on it yesterday. I've laid that back down as a platform, and one of the logs that I was using in the fire yesterday, I'm going to use that as the lean-to log in the back, which the fuel or my kindling will lean against. So here's some twigs that I got. I think this is actually from Landi, and I'm going to try and see if I can get this to light with a fire steel mixed with my 4 feather sticks. There's the kindling that I cut down with the cookery. Hopefully with these 3 sources here I should be able to get this fire up and running. Right, here's the inner bark from the platform. I'm just going to shred this up now, just pull it apart like that in my hands. There is the odd damp bit here, but I think we'll get away with it today. The rain's just starting to come on a bit here, so I need to hurry up. So just get a good roughing up. That's what you need to do. Shred it apart, get nice and fibrous. Makes great bird nests, this. And I'll mix this with my feather sticks, and hopefully with the fire steel that'll take. Obviously the more time you spend working at this, the finer it will become and easier to light. There you go, there's the feather stick put into the bird's nest, and I'm just going to use that on top of the platform, and then I will apply the rest of my feather sticks as it catches light. Right, let's see how we get on with this. Put that up there. Oh, there we go. I'm just using the back brace. Next, put this on top. That's really went up really good. Don't think I'll actually need the rest of that. So what I do now is I just bring in my kindling, place it on the fire against the brace. Like that. That bark's quite smoky, as you can see. And I just form a V. That gives me a good platform to build the rest of my fire upon. So as I do now is just let it come through. And for there I can build whatever kind of fire I want. If I want to go into a cabin fire, just place it like that, like this, like this, and I can just build it up into a cabin shape. There you go, so I've just done a little cabin fire there. That lean-to gave me enough purchase for the rest of the kindling to be able to create a structure and stay stable. So there you go, that's my ignition fire or lean-to fire. So you can see I've changed the fire lay into a hunter's fire. I've got my sausages on now for my breakfast. I've got my tea done. So I really do like the lean-to because you can mix and match it to suit your needs and requirements depending on the weather and the materials that you've got available. Okay everybody, hopefully that's helped you out a bit. Thanks again for coming along the channel. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.